Very good evening to all of you friends. In this video, we are starting a new chapter for you, new chapter of human physiology, breathing and exchange of gases. Breathing and exchange, exchange of gases. So first of all, we are going to talk about the introduction of this chapter and the different types of respiration performed by different organisms, uh, animals. Okay, so let's start. First of all, let's know the meaning of breathing. So why do we breathe? In breathing, you all know that we uptake oxygen inside the body and we release CO2. So why do we need oxygen? So in breathing, what we do, we uptake O2 and release CO2. So why do we need this oxygen? So we all know that our respiration process involves the breakdown of molecules, simple molecules like glucose. To break down, let's assume glucose, breakdown of glucose. Glucose will be broken, and from glucose we make ATP, right? So to synthesize this ATP, aerobic organisms performs breathing and they utilizes this oxygen as a final electron carrier in the electron transport chain to synthesize ATP. So for the synthesis of ATP, to trap that energy which we get from the glucose, we need oxygen to make ATP. So that's why cells, each and every cell needs this oxygen, and that's why we uptake oxygen from the atmosphere. Then what happens when cells are making this ATP? Glucose, which is a 6 carbon molecule, from this glucose, whenever we synthesize ATP, and waste product called CO2 is produced. So from one glucose, 6 molecules of CO2 cells produces, which is a waste, which is a toxic for the cells. That toxic product should be released out of the cells. So that's why we have to release CO2 from the body. So cells are taking oxygen and they are releasing CO2. So that's why we have to release this CO2 out of the body. That's why we perform breathing. Okay, so this is the basic need of breathing, and breathing is not always means respiration. Respiration is a vast term. Breathing is a just part of the respiration process. In respiration, whole processes are comes like glucose will be broken by glycolysis, then pyruvate will be made, pyruvate will be converted to acetyl CoA, then acetyl CoA will be going into the Krebs cycle, then NADH2 FADH2 will be produced, and then NADH2 FADH2 will be going inside the electron transport chain, and finally we get ATP. These all processes make respiration, but breathing is just a part, and it is just a support for the respiration. So that's what we need in the we need to understand whenever we are studying breathing and exchange of gases. This is exchange of gases performed into sites like in your lungs. There is exchange of gas is happening, and then in your tissues, whenever tissues are making this CO2, the cells are making this CO2, they will be the CO2 will be transported to the blood will finally come to the lungs, and then their exchange of gases in the lungs will take place. Okay, so this is all about the respiration and breathing introduction. Then we have to see here that different animals we see different types of respiration. Okay, no, there will be like every organism do not have lungs, guys. So in lower invertebrates, in this topic we will learn about the methods of respiration in different animals. Respiration in different animals. So first is like animals like the in lower invertebrates like the sponges, poriferans, right? Then the cylindrates, then flatworms. Performs the respiration, which is very simple method. They will release the CO2 directly through their body surfaces. So their body surface is used, and CO2 will be released by diffusion, direct diffusion. So the extra amount of gas which is produced inside the body of the organism, which will be directly released by the body surfaces. Okay, this is the first one. Then second, like earthworm. Earthworm performs the respiration or the exchange of gas by their cuticle, moist cuticle, moist cuticle. So it is the cutaneous respiration. Okay. Then uh, let's go to the more complex organisms like insects. Insects performs, they have tracheal tubes for respiration. Okay. Then some organisms like aquatic arthropods. Aquatic arthropods will be having gills, so they will do gas exchange with the help of their gills. Okay. Then there is tracheal gills. Then in terrestrial organisms, terrestrial animals, from amphibians. Amphibians are not true terrestrial, but in NCERT it is written amphibians to uh, mammals. Mammals then perform they um, mammals and birds performs, reptiles also. Reptiles performs the pulmonary respiration with the help of lungs. So whenever organisms are using their lungs, they are performing pulmonary respiration. Okay. Then whenever they are using gills, that is bronchial respiration. Okay. Then tracheal respiration. So these are the different methods of respiration present in the animal kingdom. I hope it is clear and it is visible to all of everyone. All the topics are covered in the I have covered in the introductory part of this chapter. So in the next topic, in the next video, we are going to learn about the human respiratory system. Okay, so if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends. Thank you so much.